doesn't really matter if it's the first time or it's the 50th time. Letting go is still a struggle at times, and it's very important to treat this process with respect, but also to be humble with it. So I think even someone who's seasoned and knows what to expect or what signs point them to different directions, to still be humble about it, not to go in it with a mindset that something is going to occur and you still have control over it, because you don't. I think the healing that we do individually is very much mimicked in a group. In other words, I think the healing that I do is because of the healing that he does or that she does, and to feel that energy as it moves throughout the process, very intense. I would feel this energy moving through my body, but someone else would throw up just as it would come up through my mouth. So healing is a very personal thing, but it's a very much a shared experience. And we, whether you call it DNA or spirit or God, there's all this shared imprint that we all have. And my grandfather came through very clearly. My intention was to connect with some spirit guides who have come through, and that definitely happened. And to be part of this physical world, but also part of the spiritual world, very, like, my reality was completely torn. And but the point is, when my grandfather came through, it's like, how is he coming through? It's because his DNA is also part of mine. And it's not just about the physical body or the DNA, it's a shared energetic force. And he showed me that it's not just his DNA that's in me, it's really everybody's. And everybody's DNA is awakening and heightening in vibration. And it's not a case of if it's going to happen, it's when it's happening. And this is part of that process that's happening.
I had this understanding and this forgiveness for the people that hurt me. And I understood, and I went back generations, and it was almost like Aztec, Mayan, almost caveman. And the human sacrifices that they made to the gods to atone, and they believed they needed to appease. And I understood what they, in their own way, they were trying to rid evil. Of course, what they created was everything but I had this love for them and this forgiveness. And I was like, I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. I forgive you. And I prayed for their healing and for the people in my family who've been hurt. There are no words, but I was purging. It was like death, and I asked for help, and I thought about when you asked me if I wanted to repay. I asked, it's like, no, it's time for you to face this. You need to go there. Let go. You need to surrender. And I just kept saying, surrender, allow, and just this violent throwing up. It was like it was pulling it out from my cells, from my body, all those imprints, and it was coming out. And this peace, this bliss, this acceptance, this, I'm no longer mad, I'm no longer a victim, I'm no longer hurt. I thought it was supernatural, because I needed a divine perspective. And beyond that is, why did I choose this? What is this about? And I know I'm a healer. And my experience made me connect with source, because it was my only way to stay alive, literally. And then the insanity, the story that I was dedicated to say that I was supposed to be this high priestess so it was like going through hell and going through heaven, and I, there are no words really, but I came out on the other side, um, and I'm so grateful. My body is weak. I'm shaky, some pain. I have a little trepidation because there's acid. I gargle with some baking soda, but I went to hell and back, you know? And I healed. I let go. And I saw you at one moment, and as you guys, it grounded me. Every time you guys would walk by, it's like light, light. And I kept saying, I'm light, I am love, I am light. And I would say, thank you, even though it was this agony. Uh, and I saw you, and all of a sudden, I saw myself in you. And I saw myself walking with that light and bringing medicine to other people. So
Everyone's a healer. Everyone is a healer in their own way. Sarah was a little very upset with me a while back.
I have to get off my meds.
To say the least, she tried to come to me on antidepressants. I had to tell her no. I had to ask her, could she please just come off the medicine? Because it could kill her if she didn't. And as mad as she was, and Joy, they rescheduled. And they came this weekend. And I told them if they do, it will be life changing. And I could guarantee that. And you were giggling down there for like hours. Sounded like it was giggling for hours.
All right.
Yeah.
But this was the result of listening, okay, and trusting. And now you see the result. Okay. So I'm sure you got some major healing and more to come. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For you, sir?
I'm Kip from Sarasota. My intention was to have less anxiety and be happier. And it hit me pretty hard and pretty fast.
Yeah.
I did some grieving, divorce will do that to you. But recognized there were good things that came out of it. And then I went on out, but very happy. A lot of fun. I don't know if I wasn't supposed to be moving, but I did a lot of dancing.
Yeah, at the end of the night, sometimes that music gets a little bit energetic. I know me. I mean, in Spain, it was a party. They're up and they're moving and they're once I get the dome, we'll be doing a little bit of that because movement of energy and dancing and movement really helps facilitate. I mean, the Santo Daime, which is something we're similar to. If we were similar to somebody, that would be the one. They're dancing for 8 to 12 hours, singing, dancing, moving, and they're doing this. Now they don't take they take a lot of ayahuasca, but they do it over 8 hours, 9 hours. They take a little bit, and another hour they take a little bit more. They just keep drinking. Here we kind of do it more of in a ceremonial way. But yeah, I definitely understand the movement of dancing and stuff like that for sure. Thank you, brother. Thank you for sharing. Miss Jaguar.
Jessica, I'm from New York. This is actually my third time here, and every journey is actually very different. And last night was very crazy, and I felt for a moment it was actually pretty aggressive and violent. I grabbed Anthony. I was trying to grab as many people as possible, and I felt it's like a multiple message. You know, it's like one message is like, I'm so desperate for attention and support. And also another message I felt like, you know, it's like I'm trying to hold on and cling on someone. It's like I'm trying to be, I'm like very dependent on them. And I don't know what kind of message it is. Am I dependent on my parents or am I dependent on my husband? I don't know. But also another third message I felt is like I have a hard time letting go. I don't let go of what, but like there are times when you guys trying to stand up, I was like holding on to you like with all my strength. Like, no, don't you dare to move away. I've got to sit here and stay
saw Sylvia, I felt like the plant told me. She said I was there in the room, and through all the trauma you lived, I cradled you, and it was so beautiful because it wasn't a sad memory anymore of the whatever I lived. It was a memory of, oh, you were holding me the whole time. That was awesome, and it was just, I don't know. I'm just very grateful, and yeah, I just feel renewed and just full of joy.
That's good.
So
Excuse me, but what she's saying is not like the medicine is doing all that. It's just doing, making your subconscious work because everything that happened, it was her subconscious, right?
It reconnects to the subconscious level, a place that we can't access.
Right.
We don't have the ability to sometimes access that subconscious level. I mean, maybe 30 years of psychotherapy with a really good psychotherapist, they can dig deep enough in there, but the medicine allows a pathway to the subconscious level.
So it was her own,
Yes,
because that's good because she can get rid of, things
that's
that.
right. That's right. Like
we
I
have
said,
inside.
ayahuasca is a tool. She's a spiritual
Right,
guide. She's
right.
a tool, for sure. Joy and Sarah went to a Tony Robinson before coming here. And when they got here, they said it was by far one of the most profound experiences they had. Well, that got changed. Sorry, Tony Robinson.
I pictured myself talking to him and telling him, like in my mind or with the medicine, I was like, Tony, this actually heals you. It doesn't just motivate you, because he's a motivational.
motivator.
And in my mind, I was explaining to him, and I'm like, you need to try this.
He'll become a healer and a motivator.
Yeah.
You certainly seem like a joy now, I tell you.
Thank you.
Okay. My name is Jay, and I suffer from chronic hives. And it's been this way since February. I went to doctors, holistic doctors, and no one can really say what causes it. So it has put my whole life on pause. My face would swell, well, it does swell, hives, just really, I look crazy. I'm like, gosh, I cannot go through another year of this. So I was like, okay, let's go to this. So when I went to ayahuasca, I'm like, please help me, show me how to heal myself so I can heal others. I went in with that intention. The whole time I was just giving gratitude, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then it was time to do a booster shot. So I was like, do I need this? And I'm like, no, I think I'll be okay. I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap. So I took a nap and it was like something tapped me. And I was like, what? It's like, it was like the avatar, you're in the pod, and it's like, I was cold, but I felt so warm. And I'm like, what is this? This blanket, and it felt so soft. And so I stayed under and I saw just beautiful pictures, and I saw something that wanted me to, I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And I remember you saying, ground yourself. So I tried to breathe. I'm like, I couldn't, it didn't feel like now I could feel myself breathing. I couldn't feel myself breathing. I couldn't feel my legs. I couldn't feel my hands. I was like, all right, this is interesting. This is cool. And so just riding the wave, and she was like, come with me. And I'm like, I would think. And then it's like a reset button, and I would just look at pictures again, and then I would try to leave, and then I would think, and it's like reset. I'm like, damn it. She was like, you're getting in your way. Like, you're the cause. Like, you need to, I'm like, I don't know how to not think. I think that caused me to stay just looking at pretty pictures and no. But I had a great experience. I told her, please be gentle, and she was very much so.
You suffer from hives?
Yeah,
Maybe combo.
yeah.
Okay. Hives are suffering from a viral thing. Okay. It's a viral infection. The combo helps with types of autoimmune things. Okay. Do you know when this started?
February.
And they don't have a cause?
Nope.
It just started?
I have a severe food allergy to everything. I can eat anything unless it's like maybe fruits and vegetables, and I'm okay with. So I changed my whole diet. No more meat, no more dairy. And it's calming down. I just started this like a month ago. I'm like, all right, Jet, give it up.
Yeah.
So it's a
I would definitely like to
process.
see the combo in you. It might help fight that that flare up.
Okay.
That would definitely be interesting. I've had people suffer from Lyme disease, or Crohn's, and this medicine really helps a lot for their flare-ups. Thank you. And for you, sir?
My name is Bradley, and I live about 5 minutes away. And this was an interesting experience for me because I had a very deeply profound spiritual awakening about 2 years ago with full realization of the sun.
And then there are going to be some of you that took a booster and was able to get some deep work done. And then there were some of you that didn't need a booster at all and was able to really understand how the medicine works and was able to peel back layers of their soul that they had. Usually on the first night of ceremony, it's expected not to expect. Because if you expect, you will get nothing in return. I had no problem feeling the medicine. I took less than all of you. I took my own style of facilitated dose, about the same as you guys took the first shot, maybe a tad bit less, because I think I poured some of it in someone else's cup because they needed a little more. But once you are learning how to be in the now and understanding, usually in my line of work, less is more. I could do 1 tablespoon and still feel the same effect as if I did 5, 6. But the funny thing about this medicine is you might have not have slept, but you feel good in your mind. Yes? Would you have done that if you went at somewhere else doing anything? Partying, doing a drug, doing coke, whatever, to try to keep you awake? No. This medicine goes in and starts rewiring different synapses in the brain. And therefore, it opens up different channels in the mind. So the mind is now moving flowfully in some places that it normally wouldn't. Today, you're going to hear people's stories. You're going to hear some people have a great experience, and you're going to have some people here that they didn't have no experience. On the first day, it's meant not to have an experience at all. It's meant to learn to be with the medicine and to learn to work with the medicine to cleanse the body. Cleaning the body, because the medicine herself, she's very sacred. But she can only enter the temple that is clean. She's kind of a neat freak. She wants to be clean. And once the temple is clean, or the body is clean, then the medicine can really do the work. But it takes you to do 3 simple things. She only has 3. Get rid of fear, get rid of expectation, and get rid of anxiety. If you can get rid of those 3 simple things, which are not that simple, the medicine can really work on you. I guarantee you, a lot of you last night, it probably took about 2 hours, a little bit more, for the medicine to really start kicking in. And when you finally gave up, boom, because you let go. And you surrendered just a little bit.